I'm Helen with Floating Yoga School. This is a 75-minute Yang Yin class focused on your hips and your low back. A lot of us hold tension in our hips and low back, especially if you're sitting a lot, not doing a lot of strengthening of the muscles around. So this class, we're going to warm up, build some heat, strengthen the supporting muscles, and then slow down, do a deep stretch, and really lengthen out the muscles in your hips and your low back. And we're starting lying on our backs, so find your way there when you're ready. Good evening, everyone. How are you all feeling? Pretty good? It is Tuesday evening. It is a 75-minute Yang Yin tonight. I thought we would focus on hips and low back, but I'm open to any other requests or suggestions or body parts that need attention.
Neck.
Neck? Yeah, for sure.
Serratus.
Yeah, totally. What else? All right, cool. We will start lying on your backs, please. And I suggest taking a knock-kneed shape with your feet on the ground, knees bent, and take your feet out wide to the outside edges of your mat. Just let your knees fall in toward each other. If that doesn't feel right for you, or you'd rather be in a different shape, as always, please modify. And then you might take one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Close your eyes. And really give yourself a moment here to arrive and to settle. Take a little scan of your body, notice what's going on. Notice any thoughts, where your mind is right now. And then start to deepen your breath, really expanding through your belly with each breath in, filling up your lungs completely, front, back, and sides. Maybe sending a little extra breath into those areas that need attention, low back, hips, neck, serratus, anywhere else that was talking to you. Our hips and low back hold a lot of tension, a lot of emotional stuff. From an energetic perspective, this is our center of passion, creativity, relationships, literal creation, where our reproductive organs are. And often stuff gets stuck here. So the goal today is really just to feel whatever it is that comes up. Breathe into it. Give yourself permission to sit with it. And then maybe if it feels right, let it go. Hands can stay where they are if they're comfortable. Otherwise, you can release them by your sides. Begin to windshield wiper your legs side to side, right and left. And then draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Make some circles in the sky with your knees to massage around your sacrum, that triangular shaped bone at the base of your spine, right between your hips. Take that to a happy baby. Knees come outside your ribs toward your armpits. Hands can hold on anywhere behind your legs. So traditional is at your feet, but if that's not comfortable, or if that lifts your low back off the ground, hold somewhere lower. Maybe your ankles, your calves, behind your knees. Nice, Annie. Awesome, Jake. And the knees hug back into your chest, hands behind your legs. Begin to rock and roll forward and back the length of your spine 2 or 3 times. We'll meet in a boat pose, Navasana. So a great way to protect and support your low back is to engage your core. So we'll do lots of core. Lift your heart, relax your shoulders. Arms can go wide if you want a little bit more. Legs straight, arms to the sky. Try to keep a smile on your face, your breath nice and steady and smooth. One more full breath in. Exhale, release your feet to the ground, knees point up to the sky, hands behind you a little bit wider than your hips. And if it's okay on your wrists, fingers point toward you. As you inhale, press into your feet and hands, reverse tabletop, lift your hips. As you exhale, either a little tap down with your bottom, or if you like, round through your upper back, engage your core. Try to send your butt floating between your hands. Yeah, nice. Twice more like that. Inhale to lift. Reverse table. Exhale, bottom down, or swing it between your hands. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe it out. Maybe you hold this hover if you've got it. Float one or both feet off the ground. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Yeah, nice, Helen. Release your bottom down. Extend both legs, and then bend your left knee out to the side. We'll take a little flow here, and I promise we'll hold at the end. Both arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, lean over your right leg. Hands can touch down wherever they reach. Inhale, arms back up to the sky. Exhale, left hand behind your low back. You can stay low, or as you inhale, press through your foot and your knee, lift your hips, extend, and then exhale, release back down. Once more flowing, then we'll hold. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, lean over your right leg. Nice breath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, left hand behind you. Stay low, or inhale, lift. And exhale, release back down. Both arms to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, lean over your right leg. Hold it here. A few rounds of breath. You can stay belly over thigh, or if you prefer, right hand on top or inside your right leg. Left arm reaches up and over, so you're in more of a side bend, twisted shape. Let's take one more full round of breath. Inhale, sit back up, arms to the sky. Exhale, left hand behind you. One more time, that counter stretch. Stay low or lift your hips. And then breathe into the front side of your body. Gently lower yourself back down. Swap out your legs. Left extends, right knee bends. Same thing twice through the flow, and then we'll hold arms to the sky. Breathe in. Lean over your left leg. Breathe it out. Inhale, reach your hands high. Feel free to find your rhythm. Exhale, right hand behind you. Stay low or press through your foot, your knee to lift your hips. Breathe in. Beautiful, Ram. Exhale, release your hips down if they lifted. Arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, fold over your left leg. Back up, breathe in. Exhale, right hand behind you. Inhale, lift or stay. Exhale, lower back down. Now we'll hold hands to the sky, breathe in. Hinge over your left leg, exhale. Same option to hang out belly over thigh or left hand inside or on top of your left leg. Right arm up and over. Moving a little bit more into the side and side of your low back and side of your body if you're taking that twisted version. One more round of breath. Hands overhead, breathe in. Exhale, right hand behind you. Last time, counter stretch, lift your hips or stay and simply find length. Beautiful, Emily. And then slowly release it down. Make your way to tabletop. However you want to get there, you can simply roll over your feet. You can swing your legs behind you. And then find some natural movement here. Cow and cats, a wrist stretch. Sway your hips side to side. Get into your head and your neck. Allow this to be intuitive, what your body's asking for. And just as you were just doing with your breath, really find that element of flow. So your sacral chakra, your hips, low back, associate with the element of water. Being in the flow of life, in the flow of the moment. We can really find that sensation through our practice. Beautiful, guys. Let's take 2 more rounds of breath. Your way to downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Any movement in down dog, a pedal or a sway. Imagine more length through your entire spine, but especially breathe into your low back area. If you'd like to release some heat, some tension, you can open your mouth, you can flutter your lips as you exhale. You can always stick out your tongue, but that's a little weird with masks on. Big toes together. Reach your right leg to the sky, breathe in. Open up your hip, bend your knee. Find some movement here. Circle your ankle, bend and straighten, or big circles with your knee to work into your hip socket a little bit more. If you're circling both directions, nice, Jen. Extend your leg long. Take a breath in. Lift from your heel. Exhale, step forward between your hands. Inhale, look forward, lengthen, sink your hips just a bit. Exhale, step your left foot up to meet your right. Halfway lifts, breathe in. Forward folds, breathe out. Rise all the way to standing, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands behind your low back, interlace your fingers. Reach your hands back, breathe in. As you exhale, bring your hands to your right hip. Hug your right elbow back and try to drop your right ear toward your shoulder. So you're stabilizing through your left shoulder to find a little bit more space through the top and side. Trapezius muscles, neck muscles. If stillness feels good, stay. If you want a little head movement, you can drop your chin toward your sternum to the center of your chest and then back to the side. Next, inhale, neutralize your neck, hands behind you, keep them clasped, and then take it to the other side. Hands to your left hip, hug your left elbow back, drop your left ear to your shoulder. Get long through your right side, imagine pressing down through your right shoulder. Stay in stillness or a little movement, chin to chest, and then back to the left. Come back to neutral with your neck. Release your hands. Take a few shoulder shrugs up, back, and down. Awesome, Courtney. And then inhale, arms to the sky. Big breath. Exhale, forward fold, flat back, engage your core. Fantastic. Lift halfway up, breathe in. Exhale, hands down, right foot steps back. Sink your hips, take a moment, breathe in. Exhale, high plank, left foot steps back to meet your right. Inhale, little shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga to your belly. You can always drop your knees, hug your elbows to your sides. 3 baby cobras, lift your heart, breathe in. Exhale, lower. So this is really fantastic to strengthen your spine. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Last one, maybe you hover your hands, breathe in. And breathe out. Tuck your toes, high plank or tabletop, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Find your movement, find your reset breaths. Notice where your mind is, beautiful Becca. Feet together, big toes touch. This time left leg to the sky, breathe in. Open up your hip, bend your knee, take any movement, circles, bend, straighten. Notice how it feels on this side. Extend your leg long, inhale. Step forward between your hands as you exhale. Sink your hips, look forward, breathe in. Big step up, right foot meets your left, breathe it out. Halfway lift, lengthen. Forward fold, release down. Rise up, hands to the sky. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Beautiful breath. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, cactus, slight back bend. Slide your elbows, your shoulders down your back. Lift your heart. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, hands down, left foot steps back. Take a moment here, inhale. Exhale, high plank, right foot meets it. Shift forward, breathe in, strong core. Lower all the way to your belly, exhale. This time, locust, hands behind your back interlaced, or hands by your sides, fingertips reaching back. Lift your hands to lift your chest, and if it's okay on your low back, lift your feet. Try to keep your neck long, a slight tuck in of your chin. Yeah, feel that extension through your entire spine, your entire body. One more breath in. Exhale, lower down. You can stack your hands, make a pillow for your forehead. You can turn your head to one side. And if you like, shimmy your butt a little side to side, your hips, or windshield wiper your feet. Nice, Annie. You choose either a child's pose, a moment to reset there, or up and back to downward facing dog, maybe through high plank. We will all eventually meet in down dog. Nice, both Ryans. If you're not in down dog, start to make your way there. Feet together, big toes touch. Reach your right leg to the sky. Open up your hip, bend your knee. Some movement here again, or if you feel ready and want to flip for a wild thing, you can drop your right foot behind you. Reach your right arm forward, little half back bend. Yeah, really press up through your hips. Stay strong through your core. Support your low back. Amazing. Take it back to three-legged dog. Right leg extends long. Breathe in. Knee to nose. Breathe it out. Inhale, leg to the sky. Exhale, step forward between your hands or as far as your foot goes. Feel free to adjust. And then drop your left knee down. We'll take a supported modified crescent lunge, both arms to the sky. Try to even out your hips, left forward, right back, engage your glutes, and then gently sink into your hips. Right hand finds your left wrist. Stretch up and over to your right. So really breathe into your left hip flexors. Yeah, nice, Courtney. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, release your hands down, lift your back knee. Take a breath in, look forward. Standing splits as you exhale, left leg to the sky. And hands can adjust however. Try to keep your hips in line with each other, left toes point down. Find some little pulses, lifting from your left glutes. Doesn't have to be big. So many of us, especially if you have low back stuff, our glutes forget to work. Try to turn those on. Yeah, breathe in, forward folds, breathe out, let it go. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Right away into chair, inhale, sit low. Exhale, adjust as you need. Make sure you can see all 10 toes, engage your low belly. Relax your shoulders out of your ears. If another arm variation is better, hands to heart, cactus, please take it. Nice, Jake. One more inhale. Forward fold, exhale, let it all go. Lift halfway, breathe in. Your transition to down dog, you can step back, you can hop back, you can take one of those versions we did before to our belly for cobra, you can lower halfway for up dog, and you can always skip this entirely. So I'll let you make the choice, what feels best for you right now in this moment in your body. From down dog, feet together, big toes touch. This time left leg to the sky, breathe in. Open up your hip, bend your knee. A little bit of movement, or if you flipped on the other side, flip for wild thing, left foot down, left arm forward. Those who flipped, take it back to three-legged dog. Extend your leg long, breathe in. Knee to nose, exhale. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, step forward between your hands. Right knee lowers, reach both arms up, take that supported crescent lunge. And then find some time to even out your hips as if they're headlamps, they're both pointing forward. Stay engaged through your core. Left hand finds your right wrist, stretch up and over to your left. Just creating a little bit more space in that right side. Arms overhead, breathe in. Exhale, release your hands down. Lift your back knee. Take an inhale, look forward. Standing splits, exhale, right leg high. Same thing, little pulses. Imagine lifting and engaging from your glutes to find that lift. Turning on the back line of your legs. One more breath in. Forward fold as you exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Right back into chair. Sit deep, hands high. And really press into your heels. Turn on hamstrings and glutes. So the back of your legs are doing more of the work than you're gripping through your quadriceps, which can be our natural tendency. One more inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Beautiful, Diane. Halfway lift, breathe in. Your transition to down dog. Remember, you can always stop in a child's pose. Take dolphin instead on your forearms. More is not always more, especially in our yoga practice, so please feel free to take breaks. Notice how you're feeling right now. We're going to add a little bit onto that flow, change it slightly. Feet come together, big toes touch. Reach your right leg to the sky, breathe in. Open up your hip, bend your knee, movement again, a flip for wild thing, or maybe you simply press your foot into the wall behind you. Try to find some more openness through your hip flexors and quadriceps. Yeah, Annie? If you flipped, bring it back, three-legged dog, extend your leg long, breathe in. Knee to nose, breathe it out. Inhale, leg high. Tap your right elbow or shoulder, recruit your obliques. Awesome, back up. And then take it to your left. You're gonna set up like you're finding fallen triangle, but you're not gonna lift your hands. So right leg extends to the side. And then breathe in here, you can hold, or as you exhale, a little push-up chaturanga. Inhale, back up if you're moving. One more time. Exhale, stay, or chaturanga. Breathe in, knee to nose, breathe out. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step forward between your hands. High crescent lunge, rise all the way up. If knee down better serves you, please take that. So right hand finds your left wrist, stretch up and over to your right once more. Try to keep drawing left hip forward, right back. Try to keep drawing shoulder blades down your back. Hands to the sky, breathe in. This time to warrior two, breathe it out. Open to the sides, make any adjustments that you like. Maybe feet go a little bit longer along the length of your mat. Make sure you can still see your right big toe, and then settle in. Inhale to star pose, heels in, toes out, reach wide. Exhale, goddess squat with cactus arms. Bend your elbows, bend your knees. You can absolutely stay here. You can bring your hands to your heart. If you want to play with lifting one heel at a time or both at the same time, go there. If you'd rather do a little shoulder dip, you can take one shoulder in, look over the opposite, and then the other. Let's take 3 more rounds of breath. Back to your star, breathe in. Skandasana to the back of your mat, little surfer squat. Bend into your left knee. You choose how low you go. It might look more like a side lunge. You might be able to lift your right toes, sit low. For a little bit of openness in your chest, left hand down in front of your shin, right arm to the sky. Breathe whatever you've chosen. Find one more breath in. Exhale, hands down, and then make your way to lizard at the top of your mats. Both hands inside your right foot, shimmy your foot out to the side. Palms inside, you can stay more active. Keep drawing right hip back, left hip forward. You can drop your back knee, drop your forearms if that's accessible. Make it a little bit more resting or passive. If you've got your back knee down and you want more of a quad stretch, right hand can reach back for your foot. There's also a fun option to play with taking your right arm underneath your thigh and working toward a little bind behind your back. Remember, options are just that. Doesn't make the pose better. Just feels different, maybe offers a different choice. Yeah, Emily. 2 more rounds of breath. Come back to your hands. If your back knee is lower, lift. Recenter your right foot between your hands. Take a breath in, look forward. Standing splits as you exhale. And then you can stay. You can work balance, hands to your ankle, your calf. You can work handstand, or if you want to play with working to warrior 3, keep your left foot reaching toward the back of the room or back of your space. Hands to your heart to lift your chest. Yeah, handstanders, really visualize that handstand. Imagine your left hip over your shoulders. Yes. Maybe right leg follows. Maybe it just hangs out in space a little bit. Fantastic. One more big breath in. Forward fold, top of your mat, let it go. Lift halfway, inhale. Fold as you exhale. Inhale, chair, sit deep. Exhale, figure 4, hands to your heart, right ankle crosses on top of your left thigh. Flex your toes, send your hips back. Breathe into your glutes. You can totally stay here. If you feel like your hips are warm enough and you want to play with a flying pigeon arm balance, hands come to the ground. You make a shelf with your triceps, your shin climbs really high, toes wrap around your left shoulder, and your left leg extends, or maybe it just floats off the ground. Let's take 3 more rounds of breath. That's it, yep. You got it, look forward, lean forward. Yeah, one more inhale. Cross ankle fold as your release, right foot slides down your left leg. Let your hands relax to the ground, head and neck relax. Nod yes, breathe in. Shake your head no, breathe it out. Walk your hands over to your right, send your hips a little bit left. Feel free to bend one or both knees. Back to center, take it to the other side. And then bring it back to center. We're going to take standing splits one more time. Weight into your right toes, fingertips forward, left leg, back leg to the sky. You can stay, you can play again with those options you just had, or if you want something different, half moon, right fingertips in front of your toes. Begin to peel open your left side. Nice, Ryan. Couple more rounds of breath. You choose when you're done, and we'll meet in a downward facing dog, a child's pose, a dolphin, a seat, somewhere you can rest. You can release to forward fold. If you're taking handstand, you can hop back chaturanga. Yeah. Give yourself a little moment. We've got one more side, a little push after that, and then we'll slow things down. From downward facing dog, feet together, big toes touch. Reach your left leg to the sky, breathe in. Open up your hip, bend your knee, movement, stillness, wild thing, or a press into an imaginary wall, find a stretch. Wherever you are, strong core, take it back to three-legged dog. Lift from your heel, lift from your glutes, breathe in. Knee to nose, breathe out. Inhale, leg high. Tap your left elbow or shoulder. Back up with your leg. Exhale, cross it to your right, and then extend your foot to the side, but keep your hands flat. You can stay, just work that stretch, a little twist, or breathe in, and then exhale, chaturanga, lower halfway, or as much as you like. Inhale, back up. Exhale to lower. Inhale wherever you are. Knee to nose, exhale. Left leg high. Use your exhale to step forward between your hands and find your high crescent lunge, arms overhead. Stabilize your bottom half. Left hand finds your right wrist. Lean up and over to your left. And then notice where you can soften. Hands to the sky, breathe in. Warrior two, open to your right. A few rounds of breath, make all your little adjustments. Imagine reaching long through your fingertips. Shoulders move down your back. Gaze is soft. Inhale, star pose, heels in, toes out, reach wide. Exhale, goddess squat, cactus arms. And then we'll take eagle arms, right arm below to start. And some little lifts of your elbows, breathe in. Elbows down, round it forward, breathe out. Twice more, inhale to lift. Exhale, round it forward. Last one, inhale. And exhale. You've got one more crossing. Unwind your arms, reach them wide, breathe in. Left arm below, eagle arms, breathe out. Same thing 3 times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round it forward. Twice more. Breathe into your upper back, into your chest. You got it. Last one with your breath. Unwind to star pose, legs straight. Skandasana to the back of your mat, right knee bends. Feel free to go as low as your body is asking. Maybe hands stay at your heart, maybe right arm in front of your shin, left arm to the sky. Send breath where your body is talking to you. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands down. Find lizard at the top of your mat. Crawl yourself forward. Make all your adjustments. Foot shimmies to the side, hands plant. Feel free to stay. Feel free to drop your back knee. Lower your forearms. Find a twist, left hand for your foot. Or if you worked on that little bind, more active shape, Left shoulder underneath your thigh, arms wide, or hands to your low back. Without face planting if possible, but it's okay if you do. I was close. Breathe wherever you are. And notice when you start opening up hips and low back, what other areas maybe take on some of the tension, the stuff, or maybe also release at the same time. Let's take 3 more rounds of breath. Back onto your hands. If you're on your forearms, lift your back knee. Recenter your left foot between your hands. Take a breath in, look forward. Standing splits, exhale, right leg high. Same options as the first side. You can play with balance, hands to your ankle, your calf. You can play with handstand, or maybe you start to work into a warrior 3, lifting your chest and reaching back with your leg. So what always helps me in handstand is I think of either knee to nose or an L shape with my legs. If you're handstanding, right leg high. Yeah, left leg can hover, or you can draw your left knee into your chest to find that core engagement. That's it, Ryan. Yes. Really press the ground away with your hands. Be active through your top half. If you're not handstanding, just ignore me and breathe. One more inhale. Forward fold, exhale, feet together. Lift halfway, breathe in. Folds, breathe out. Right away into chair, sit low, hands high. Figure 4, hands to your heart. Left ankle crosses over your right thigh. Flex your toes, hips move back and down like you're sitting into a chair. Feel that sensation. Stay, or if you want to play on this side, flying pigeon, hands down. Bend your elbows like your chaturanga arms, like your crow arms. Look forward. Press into your fingers to hover your back foot. Maybe it extends. Okay, really lifting and engaging through your glutes. That's it, Jen. Your hamstrings, yeah. One more inhale. Crossed ankled forward fold is your exhale. Feel free to take your time if you need more space or time anywhere. Nod your head yes, breathe in. Shake your head no, breathe out. Crawl your fingers to your left, lean your hips a little right. Outer hip stretch, and then to the other side. Hands right, hips left. Back to center, one more standing splits or some time to play from there. Weight into your left foot, right foot back leg lifts to the sky. Stay, handstand balance, warrior 3, maybe half moon. Peel open your right arm, your hip, activate your back foot. And you choose how long you stay and what your transition to a downward facing dog looks like. Nice control, nice awareness, guys. From down dog, feet out wide to the outside edges of your mat. Hands can come a little closer to your feet. Sometimes that facilitates the twist. Right hands to your left ankle or closer to your left knee. Notice if your hips move way to one side, can you even them out? But then gently draw yourself up and underneath your left arm. Release your hands, switch sides. Left hand to your right leg. Release. Step, hop, float to a squat malasana. Heels in, toes out, feet outside your wrists. Hands to your heart. Open your chest. Imagine lifting your pelvic floor so there's a little bit of lift or buoyancy here. Option 1, you stay. Option 2, take it down to your bottom. We're all going to meet there eventually. Option 3, if you want one more arm balance, a little challenge, a little bit more heat, you can play with Firefly. For a Firefly, you lift your hips, work your hands to your calves. Try to get your shoulders behind or underneath your knees. That may be enough. Step 1. Step 2, hands down. I've got really long monkey arms, so my palms can go flat. For you, that might mean fists. You're going to make chaturanga arms. Sit on those chaturanga arms. Squeeze your inner thighs. And maybe legs can start to extend out in front and hover your butt bottom. Yeah. Amazing. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. That's it, Courtney. Look forward, lift your bottom. You got it. That's it, Annie. You're so close. You can blame your beautiful long legs if it doesn't work. So, when you've had enough, find your way to a seat. We'll start in a little butterfly shape, and then we'll just extend one leg out to the side or out in front. So traditional half butterfly is one leg in a butterfly, one leg out to the side, and you start to lean forward. You're welcome to take that, or if you want to take that version we took at the beginning of class, more over your leg or more twisted, please feel free to find one of those. Adjust the angle of your leg. Yeah, nice, Becca. Let's take about 1.5 minutes here. I'll keep track of the time. You just keep track of your breath. And notice the thoughts that arise, the feelings that come up. Especially as more and more of us start to work from home or have more sedentary jobs sitting in front of a computer, things like hips and low backs will always be tight or can always be tight. So really great to take time to stretch them out, to get up and move around, take little breaks in your day. And to pay attention to all the muscles around those areas that can compensate and help. So using glutes and hamstrings rather than dumping into low back, using your core to support. Two more rounds of breath. You are always welcome to stay as long as you like. If you feel ready to come out, slowly lift yourself up and then take any counter movement. So it might be similar to what we did at the beginning of class, left hand behind you. If you have your left knee bent, it might be just shaking out your legs, swaying side to side. And as you feel ready, please find the time that feels right for you, other side. So that little half butterfly with one leg, other leg extended either wide, closer in. You can go more down the middle. You can take belly over thigh or a side bend. Another 1.5 minutes here. The goal of these slower shapes, the yin portion of our practice, is to move more into connective tissue. The fascia, the ligaments, the tendons, the joints. Muscles stretch really well, but the other stuff needs some mobility as well. We want to be gentle and kind with our bodies so that hopefully, at least it's my goal, that you can be doing this when you're 90. Notice if you're gripping somewhere that you can soften. A couple more rounds of breath. And as your two sides feel even, lift yourself back up. Take counter movement, stretches, stillness of your choice. We'll come onto our bellies next. You choose how you get there. Belly down, forearms in front of you for Sphinx, so your elbows are right below your shoulders. Your forearms make a number 11. And you can keep this a little bit more active. Think of drawing your shoulder blades down your back, open your chest. If you want to relax your head, yeah, feel free to drop your chin to your chest. Typically we hold stillness in our yin shapes, but I like a little movement in my neck here, and if that's true for you, please feel free to find that. If you want more, you can press into your hands, lift your elbows for seal pose. Beautiful, Annie. It's okay if your breath is a little bit lighter, more of a natural rhythm and depth. But remember that it's there, so if your mind begins to wander, you can always connect back to your breath. Use it to anchor you to the present, into your experience. We challenge our physical bodies, our minds in our yoga practice so that when things come up in life that are challenging, and there always is something, that we can use these same practices, your awareness, your breath, calm mind, to be in those moments as much as you can. If this feels like the right shape to stay, please hang out. If you're ready for release, you can stack your hands, elbows wide. You can turn your head to one side. Let your arms reach by your sides. Feel the ground below you and allow yourself to relax even further into that support. I love using props. Even when we have no props, feel the ground. You can relax and go further with the support of the stuff around you, the people around you. If your head is turned to one side, gently turn it in the opposite direction. Continue to breathe. And maybe visualize sending breath into your back body, upper back and shoulders, middle back and sides, all the way down into your low back, pelvis, hips, and glutes. And then you're welcome to start on any side. Our next shape is a half frog. I like cactus arms. You can take any arm variation. You can turn your head in any direction. Basically, you're gonna lift your one knee out to the side as if you're taking a big step. So knee in line with your hip. If that feels good, it could be lower, it could be higher. A little gentle rotation there. Feel the sensation and then breathe into it. Maybe soften, surrender, let go a little bit more. From an energetic perspective, coming back to that idea of your sacral chakra or an energy center around your hips and low back. We think that things can block it, things like fear, retaining our feelings, emotions. So really allow yourself to feel whatever it is that you're feeling, even if it is fear. Being aware of those feelings, maybe expressing those feelings, or just holding space for them can be really powerful. If this feels like a nice place to stay, please feel free to hang out. Otherwise, you can re-extend your bent leg. Find a little windshield wiper, a little sway, any other counter movements that feel appropriate. And eventually make your way into your second side. You might turn your head in the other direction. Give yourself that same release, surrender, softening. About 1 more minute here. And as your two sides feel even, you can re-extend your bent leg. Take your counter movement, shapes of choice. And notice the energy as you move out of a shape. Often those in-betweens are maybe the most profound or the most noticeable. You can stay on your belly, you can take it back to a child's pose. Nice, Diane. The next shape that we will take is Pigeon, or in Yin we call it Sleeping Swan. If you've got knee stuff or you know you prefer taking a figure 4 on your back, please feel free to move onto your back. Otherwise, however you like to get into this, for me it's from downward facing dog, one shin forward. The angle doesn't matter, we're all a little different anatomically. So you might find that your shin comes more parallel to the top of your mat. You might find, like mine, that there's quite a small angle there, foot's closer to my hip. We're going to try for 3 minutes. And it's okay if you don't last that long, it's not a challenge. It's just an opportunity to really slow down, to really tune in, to notice all the stuff that comes up moving into outer hip and glutes, or wherever you feel this stretch. Just like that element of water, allow your breath to flow freely. Your thoughts, emotions, sensations to come, go. Feel what you feel. You're about halfway. Yeah, if things go numb or you feel pain, please come out early or when it feels appropriate for you. If you're right in that edge of discomfort, maybe you stay and breathe through it. Feel free to make noise, sigh it out, flutter your lips, adjust your jaw, your face. Just a few more rounds of breath. You made it. You can always stay longer or slowly, gently, mindfully come out. If you're on your back, feel free to stay on your back. Windshield wiper, shake out your legs. If you want to come back to down dog from pigeon, sleeping swan, open up, pedal, sway. It can also be nice from a tabletop to extend that leg that was bent forward and kind of wiggle it around behind you. Your way, your time. Find your second side. Allow for that sense of settling in once you've arrived. Give yourself the permission to slow down, to do less, so that you can be more. You're about halfway. Check back in. Or can you offer a little bit of love, a little bit of breath, a little bit of healing energy? Just a few more rounds of breath. And then gently make your way up and out. If you're on your back, stay. Take any other counter shapes you like. We will all eventually meet on our backs. I'm going to keep the lights on for a few more minutes, so I promise I'm not forgetting that you're staring at the ceiling with lights on. There's one shape that might be a little complicated for me to explain, so if you need to, please close your eyes, grab a shirt, cover your eyes with your shirt. We're going to take a banana shape to start, arms above your head, legs out long, and then walk your hands and your feet to the right side of your mat, like you're taking a little side bend. If you want more, you can cross your left ankle on top. With your right hand, you can find your left wrist. Find that edge and then release into it. Just let yourself sit into the shape. Breathe through your sides, especially the side that's stretching. And then back through center. You could take a moment there to pause, a little mini Shavasana. Notice the differences between your two sides, or take it right away to your left. Walk your hands and feet in that direction. Maybe right ankle crosses on top. Left hand finds your wrist, a gentle pull. And then once you found that edge, that stretch, that furthest point, relax a little away from it. When you feel like your sides are even or you've had enough, bring yourself back to center. Place your feet on the ground so your knees point up to the sky. Hug your right knee into your chest, a little squeeze. And then reach your right foot up toward the ceiling. Point and flex your toes, roll your ankle, both directions. You're going to thread your right foot underneath your left knee, so in that space that's created. With your left hand, find your right toes if you can, and then let your right knee fall forward and down toward the top of your mat. If you want more sensation, left foot can come to your right calf. If you want even more, right arm over your head. Take a little bit of that side bend again toward your left top corner or back corner of your mat. And if anything is funky or confusing, just find something where you can stretch sort of that inside front of your hip flexor. Yeah, so left foot can come on your right calf, Jake, if that's okay. Yep, beautiful. And then that little body weight gives a little extra. Nope, not good. You can keep it on the floor on the other side too. It doesn't have to cross over. Yeah, beautiful. This feels like a nice shape to stay, please do. Otherwise, replace your left foot on the ground if it's not there. Unthread your right foot out and up to the sky. Breathe in. Release your right foot back down, and we'll take the same thing to the other side. Left leg high. Left knee into chest first. Let's take that little squeeze. And then left leg to the sky. Point and flex, roll your ankle. Both directions. Thread your foot underneath your right knee. Find your toes with your right hand if they reach. Left knee falls forward and down. Same option, stay just like this, or right foot to your left calf for a little bit more sensation. You're just placing a little body weight there. If you took the left arm or the arm extension, this time left arm reaches up, maybe slightly to your right. Keep breathing. Awesome, Helen. When your sides feel even or you feel ready to come out of this shape, replace your right foot down if it's lifted, and thread your left leg out and up. And then release your left foot down to your mat, to the ground. Moment in stillness. You can let your knees open to the side. You can knock knee them like we started. You can just keep this rooted, feet planted position. Notice where in your body needs some attention and what shapes you'd like to take next. I suggest taking a twist at some point if you'd like to do a bridge lift, legs to the sky. Any other shapes, they can be active, they can be more passive, maybe a happy baby. We've got a good 5 or so minutes to explore any last movements. And I'll give you a little halfway As you've evened things out, taking all those last movement, shapes, stretches that will allow you to relax, you can find final Shavasana. And if you're not ready yet, please take your time, always. Whatever shape facilitates rest, whatever shape feels supportive. If you're close to a wall, you can always do legs up the wall or move yourself toward one. If you're on your back, lift your heart, snuggle your shoulders down your back a little bit more. Give your arms some space to breathe. And we'll end tonight with a little guided relaxation. You are more than welcome to ignore me, to fall asleep, to do your own thing. If you would like to follow along, all you have to do is let your awareness follow my voice. Feet. Relax. Ankles and lower legs. Relax. Knees and thighs. Relax. Hips. Relax. Low back. Relax. Belly and chest. Relax. Upper back and shoulders. Relax. Arms. Relax. Hands. Relax. Neck. Relax. Face. Relax. Back of your head and crown of your head. Relax. mind, relax. Mind, mind, relax. You can stay here as long as you'd like, or reconnect to your breath and deepen it. And then add some small movements. Your thumb across your fingertips, a gentle side-to-side rock of your head. Maybe wiggle fingers, toes, roll wrists and ankles. When you're ready, stretch your arms above you, find a full extension. Good night or good morning stretch. And with eyes closed, turn to one side, gently press up to a comfortable seat. Take a moment to pause, palms together in front of your heart. Thank yourself and your body for all you do, for all your body does for you. See if there's something you can take from this practice off your mat into the rest of your week, or even just the rest of your day. The light in me bows and honors the light within each of you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thanks, guys. Take your time getting up, and I will see you soon.